How's it going? Welcome to Voices of the Void. Honestly, uh, I guess I'll let this handsome man right here give us a brief rundown of what we can expect from a game like this.
Alright, Voices of the Void. This one's kind of hard, it's all over the place. The biggest thing story-wise is we're playing as a scientist who's been dropped off in the middle of nowhere, deep in the woods of Switzerland, and we're going to do some research. We're going to scan the sky, we're going to get some signals, and we're going to see if aliens exist. We're going to see if there's anything creepy waiting for me up there. Majority of the gameplay loop in Voices of the Void is going to be looking for signals. We're going to use a multitude of terminals to do that. First off, we're going to use this guy here to just scan the sky. Occasionally you can use a ping that helps you find the signals just a little bit easier. After successfully finding a signal, we're going to take it over to this next station and we're going to try to do some calculations, some good science. We're going to lock on, triangulate, calculate, moving our satellites into place so that we can begin to download and hopefully process it into something more interesting. After finally downloading a signal, we can take it over to our last station where, after a couple of upgrades, we can refine and perfect the data that we get on these drives, hopefully being able to decipher more than just... which is what we're going to be hearing a lot in the early game, but I'd like to think that there's more out there than that, and there definitely is, and it's definitely going to be scary. On top of searching for signals, downloading, refining, and even selling them at the end of the day, our other main task here is server maintenance. We got to keep these satellites running in tip-top shape, and there's only one guy who can do it. Majority of the repair that we're doing on these satellites is going to be done on this guy here, our main console. Using the console, we can kind of check over multiple parts of our base, making sure that everything is functioning properly. In the case that it isn't, we're going to have to go fix it manually. And going to manually fix it is, you know, a little spooky when they're this spread out. It's dark. I don't want to go outside. That's a lot of walking. Something can get to me. So fixing servers or kind of maintaining satellites, the manual process of it, kind of looks like this. Looking for red lights in a sea of green, going and fixing it. Which requires at least elementary math skills to get this John up and running again. Our main goal is to kind of just keep everything green, keep everything running in tip-top shape, fully operational. The best way to do that is keep checking the console, make sure everything's fine all the time. Throughout all of this though, it's probably best to keep your head on a swivel, because you don't really know what might be out there. The woods, the sky, what might be lurking, watching you from the shadows. That's what this guy is for. You're going to freak out every time you hear a sound. You're going to watch it, you're going to check it, and you're going to make sure that it's not approaching you. It's not inside of your house right now, and it's not next to you. Keep your head on a swivel. If we do our best to keep our head on our shoulders, stay safe, be a good little boy, do our job, we'll get a little cheddar, which we can spend on our online marketplace. We can buy furniture, tools, food, as well as a multitude of upgrades for our mini systems that will kind of help to make life easier as time goes on. With that, I think I've explained every key gameplay feature, except for one, I think. Yeah, this place is kind of a mess, and it's going to take a while to clean it up. But think about how much better it would look if it was clean. And if I'm going to be here on an extended vacation searching the sky, I'd rather make it cozy, so majority of my gameplay is cleaning. I'm here, in the trenches, making it pretty, but it'll all be worth it one day. Alright, well, I think that kind of briefly explains some of the basic stuff. There's a lot more to it, a lot more under the covers with this game, so I hope you'll tag along and enjoy the ride, and hopefully we'll find something cool out there.
Got little friends. Surely you guys didn't cause this much of a rush. You, though, look like you had quite the night. A little bit spooky having them here, not gonna lie. No one's scared. This place is a mess. This place is a pigsty. We're gonna turn on the computer. And we're gonna fall. We're gonna slam our face into the door. Hello? You. Go there. We're gonna use that to clean. Now, obviously, this place needs a little bit of a cleanup. So we'll get right to that in due time. Don't you worry.
Welcome to your new job, Dr. Kell. My name is Lee, your main supervisor. You've probably got through the learning period, but I'll remind you what your job is and what to do. In short, your job is basically scanning the sky for anomalous signals. That is your main task. Another task is to process the data of these signals and send us the data stored on analog drives. You will get a reward for each drive, and if you process the signal on a further level, you will get more points. Next task is to look after these big satellite dishes, its servers, and calibration. You can recalibrate satellites remotely through the console panel, but if the satellite server shuts down, you have to go manually fix it. The server is inside the satellites. Alright, I think that is it. The nuclear reactor is not implemented yet, so you don't need to worry about that. Gather the signals, process them, sell the results to us. Look after the satellites. That's it. Good luck, Professor Lee. Hello, I am Dr. Bao. I will be responsible for your daily tasks. In short, I will ask you to do a quick task at the start of every day. First, I will request a specific amount of drives. These can range from level 0 drives to level 3. I understand your situation, however, and will not request a drive that you can't obtain. The second task I will ask of you is a simple satellite checkup. Go to the satellite, type in SV hash into the server, and write down the server and number in a note. For example, Bravo 02A421A095. Once you've done that, attach it to the lid of the drive box, and send it off with the drone. I've left a little notebook on the table you can tear some pages out of for notes. As usual, you'll get a nice point bonus if you complete these for me. Have a nice day/night wherever you are. Dr. Bao.
Well, that is so sweet, everyone. Thank you for the warm welcomes. I wish you could have cleaned the place up a little bit. Ow. Yeah, let's get a little soap, shall we? Okay. I put my hands up. Oh, God. I'm sorry, man. It just has to be like that sometimes. You have to understand. You're creepy. Huzzah! Welcome back to the office, Mr. Box. You can join all my other friends. Garbage, trash, and paper. Yes. And I'd say it's high time that we jump in and search for our first signal. We've got 2 here, just in case one of them comes back negative. Let's slow this guy down. 92, 95, 97. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. That needs some scrubbing, but it's a start. Let's check the server status. It's gonna be very painful if I check and there's at least one. I don't feel like going out right now. I was gonna say I don't want to just throw them in a disorganized pile. We are not gonna need drives for a hot second, I think. Chairs. It is trash in the trash can time. Oh my gosh. Thank you. All right, look at that. I feel like we've made some very swell progress with this little office area. It's not perfect. Don't get me wrong. But everything has to start somewhere. 47% downloaded. Things are happening, I guess. I just wanted to log in, man. But we will sit here. Well, I guess let's go check out Victor. Let's go fix him. I can fix him. This is what they did in France, I think, at one time when the people were rich. All right, Victor, it's time for you to be fixed by me. This is like those videos of those trucks climbing up the mountain. Put it on the screen. That was not descriptive, but the video will help. That one. Yep. And then this. I'm not gonna do that though. Alright. Let's go do some elementary math. Get things operating. Because only I, the scientist that I am, I'm really hoping I can get enough funds to maybe buy some trash bags, maybe buy a camera, get some security going. I don't want to get jumped by no aliens. Park ranger doing an inspection. Okay. Creepy abandoned cabin. I've got a TV. Import that. Some trash. Seen a lot of that. Oh. That's creepy. Hello, Mr. Goat. How are you? And Mr. Pig. Who would one get into here? Is this gonna be a smart decision or a dumb one? I choose to think smart. So I kind of fumble around for a minute here, looking for some stuff in my inventory, trying to make some space, trying to see if I can't fit this in my pockets and make my life easier, but alas, it is too heavy, and I will have to go on my way. I don't want this one. That one's spooky. That one's a little satanic, if you ask me. This one, less satanic. But how do I get it home? I want to, though. That's my mission. Ugh. Ah, look at that. Flawless. We're gonna take it to Tango. But this is gonna be a fun juggle of... Okay. Oh my god, he's going. I was gonna keep an eye on him, but I don't think I can. He's traveling so far. Hello, friend. You miss me? Okay. You and me. Dude, he can catch some speed. Is it just that I'm like catching little errors? Why do I feel like there's A ghoul following me now. Show yourself. Sorry. Maybe even by the time we get back, our signal will be done processing. That'd be crazy. It's go time. We've got places to go, Mr. ATV. Enough of the shenanigans. Do we just remember that he's at Oscar, or do I think we remember that he's at Oscar. We come back for him. I don't necessarily want to just fall asleep out here. I think that would be precarious. Let's get a little power nap, just to get my bearings straight. From there, I think we can maybe check the signal, get something productive going. And then maybe rescue our friend, but if it's starting to get dark, that's tough for him. He's gonna have to wait until morning, because I value our friendship, but we're such new friends that, I don't know, it's kind of scary outside, so I'd have to really value our friendship. We're gonna save it. I just wanted to see what that was. Exoplanet. Let's see what the signal has to say. I'm gonna save all of our ears a little bit. Drop that down to about 60. Okay. I feel like I almost hear things on that, but I can't be certain. Join your friends. Let's keep them in there for now. We'll start amassing some signals since we don't got any orders yet. First night of the job, we're gonna have a freebie day. We're gonna get a lay of the land, do some math, fix some servers. Let's find one more signal before we get a nice real rest. Since it's gonna take 4 years apparently to download. Okay, let's get that up to a good number. 99.2. We will take it. Too fast. Okay. That's gonna be somewhere over here, it seems. 99.9. That's about as good as we're gonna get, I think. Alright, we're gonna leave that sucker to download. We are gonna go take a little nap. Have arisen at 1:40 a.m. full of energy and ready to go. Let's check out the fridge. We've got another burger. We've got a coffee chocolate bar. That's going to come in handy, I think. Banana. MRE. What we got in the... That was an aggressive slam. A drive. Shrimp. Heck yeah, I'll take the shrimp. You know what I do kind of want to do? Look at that. get our cook on. Perfect. Thank you. All right, shrimps. Let's give you a good 60 seconds, shall we? You guys have a blast in there. I gotta get back to work. 28% downloaded. We've got 4 signals on the radar. What are you? Do you move? You do. It's been on the radar for a minute. It's not like it's something that's coming and going. So he's... It's getting closer. He's not concerned with me. I'm not concerned with him. I'm gonna treat this kind of like a spider situation. You know, he's probably more scared of me than I am of him. He's on my lights on over here. It's the reverse jungle theory that's working. I hope. Please. I don't want to look at it anymore. It's freaking me out. How's our friend doing? Oh. That was kind of sick. I would. That was on purpose. Okay. Got 28% downloaded on that. Let's check our email. Daily task.
There is a task for today. You need to bring us these signals. 1 signal of level 0. And check these satellites and make a report. X-ray, Delta, Tango. We cannot triangulate your location, Dr. Kell. Please check that all systems are working properly. Servers, consoles, radio tower. The drone will be sent eventually when we determine your location.
It's 7 in the morning. We've got our task ready for the day. But I think that getting everything cleaned up, at least in this little area, getting it tidied up, ready for business, ready for action. Still have some more work in, you know, the rest of the facility, the entirety of the facility. We're going to figure out what the mysterious things are in the woods that are haunting me on the radar. And we're going to go rescue our friend from his satellite home. All right, everyone. I think that's where I'm going to leave it for this episode. I'm signing off. Thank you so much for tuning in. A little bit lackluster today with some cleaning. But hopefully next time we can get into some scarier things. And in the meantime, I'm going to keep my eye on that monster outside and make sure it doesn't creep its way in. But thank you guys for watching.